It'll be fine. Nothing bad has ever happened to Slammin' Cup streams.
Never. Not once. And I, in fact, went to the wrong account. Oh, did I? Nope, I was right. We are alive.
Oh.
And on the right
Yippee!
account.
We are
Well,
live.
welcome everyone to another Slammin' Cup set for week 2. I believe this is our last set. Don't quote me. We have Team Hi Chat Smiley Face. By the way, Hi Chat versus Team Pushing, and this is going to be a very interesting one. I wonder what the first map is going to be.
Yes. Let's get that wheel in. Figure out what's happening.
I
And there's
believe
no audio.
first map is going to be the streamer's pick.
So we have an option between Mahi Mahi, Manta Maria, and Sturgeon Shipyard.
How malicious are we feeling today?
I'm feeling moderately malicious.
Like Mahi Zone's malicious?
Yeah, let's go Mahi Zones. That seems like the balance between, like, being nice and being rude.
Mahi Mahi Zones, it is then.
Alright, Mahi Zones. I actually really like this map myself. I say this as the Splatling main, but regardless, compared to other Mahi maps, this is a relatively tame one. But I don't think the Dualies mains are going to be very happy about this.
I forgot how many dualies named there are. As with every Mahi map, this one is easily dominated by a single backliner on their perch. Unlike most of them, the map is well designed, so at least you can have an interesting fight.
Yeah.
And you don't need
this
to
might be
their base, which is a nightmare on every mode.
This may be a splatling battle between fish and loading. It'll be interesting to see what kind of weapons we see. Alright.
Could be starting
Wow.
any second now.
All
Just
thoughts
waiting for friends.
just exited my brain.
I mean, that tends to happen.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what weapons they decide to bring out, how they decide to deal with the Mahi experience. Because it is one.
Absolutely.
It is objectively an
It sure
experience
is.
that you can have in Splatoon 3.
We'll make a Tetris player out of strings yet. Never! You'll never catch me alive. No. You see that new Splatling that dropped in the trailer? That's my new main. I'm gonna 4-star it, no matter how bad it actually is. Oh, wait, we're starting.
And
I
we're
heard somebody
starting.
say it had curling bombs and cooler, which I think actually works.
Alright, what are we seeing today? Alright, we got the Sploosh coming out from Pax. Pax, known Sploosh-o-matic liker, going to be stamping that zone a lot. And we got a very aggro comp on the side of Team High Chat as well, as people are rolling out. Oh, we got a little bit of bumping going on Orange Team here, as Team High Chat gets control.
Alright, we've got 2 down this side of High Chat's blue, right? Yeah.
Yes.
But they're still holding on. Timer's still ticking down. And Pushing is able to capture the zone with the help of a well-timed hammer that immediately falls into the drink. But that is a wipeout on the side of Team High Chat, it looks like.
Oh, that's huge, as lead is taken. got people guarding the zone. Pax trying her best, getting that stamp ready, as it's 2-2 now. All right. Oh, but they're giving up some area. I think they could have pushed forward a little bit, secured more of that.
Team pushing goes 2 down. High Chat recaptures the zone, and let's see if they can hold and retake that lead.
Right.
My stream is very low quality right now, so I can only see broad
Yeah, as
strokes.
is mine. Unfortunate, but it looks like MRM is jumping in to help save a little bit as both people are on the snipe there. Oh no, they're all grouped up there, Team High Chat is. But with 3 down, they're still holding on to zone. Oh, that's a staggered wipe on Team High Chat's part.
Takes moving.
Yep,
Ooh, goes
as
down
Jinx
before
goes
the
down.
wall can go up.
Yeah. What did I say?
One
It was going to be a
down.
splatling battle as Fish is doing her part to particularly protect the zone. Oh no.
2 down on the side of Team High Chat. See if pushing can take advantage of the opening.
Looks like they are, as jumps are coming in.
Wavebreaker goes out and down. 2 down on
Both
both
teams.
teams. Specials going out.
Yeah, both teams electing to take a heavy splatling into this, which for such a small map, I think is a pretty good one. Because Wavebreaker? Oh, Wavebreaker is such a pain on this map.
Wavebreaker can hold pretty much the entire zone here, and it negates a lot of the cover that makes the zone's version of Mahi Mahi better. Alright, once again, 2 down on both teams.
Yep, both teams are 2-2.
We have a
Oh no, 3-2 on the time at Team High Chat.
Reef Slider
But
comes
it's
in,
anybody's game yet.
and Wrath gets a pick with the Trizuka.
Wrath gets a double there. But she's struggling with the paint sword that the other splatling is getting. Oh, but that doesn't stop her as she's trying to flank Fish. Gets it. Oh.
Sometimes
Wrath gets the quad. She is on fire.
Sometimes Wrath just pops off.
Exactly.
Right. Missiles coming out from High Chat. Looks like they're moving up to fight with them. One went down. Ooh. Not unable to get the second one.
Yep, Snive desperately making something happen here. Manages to get Wrath. That's an important pick. And gets the zone on their own with the Reef Slider. Yep, here's the heavy battle. Getting some support from Pax here. Yep, as we get to Fish's perspective, and
down to the Wavebreaker.
Yep. Looks like loading won that heavy battle as Team High Chat is 3 down. Oh no, that is a wipeout. This is their chance to move forward. Although if I'm loading, I'd probably stick around on zone just in case somebody goes down.
Wipeout.
Yep, another wipeout.
Oh. I think that's going to be game.
Yeah,
I think they have one
it's hard
last chance to push back in. But
yeah, it's hard to dislodge people in Mahi. But missiles will help with that. As they're trying to get trying to get a footing in, but not
quite enough. All right.
Team pushing takes that one.
That was a good game. Solid back and forth there, and then just High Chat wasn't quite able to get it back together in time to retake in the last minute.
Mm-hmm. High Chat has some really strong players, but once you start staggering, oof, it's hard to recover.
And Mahi Mahi especially is you need to have the whole team to get in there. You need to have the whole team and ideally a special or two in order to even make an attempt at a push.
Absolutely. It's just kind of a meat grindery map, and we did this to them. But I believe it is now time to spin the wheel to see what Team High Chat is going to be able to bring in this time. We got Sturgeon, Flounder, and Museum. Hey, wait, these are all good maps. The wheel's broken.
Maybe they'll
I don't
accidentally
know.
pick a bad mode.
Maybe. I don't know. I know High Chat has a lot of dualies players, so I probably would not bring Team Pushing to Flounder Heights. So,
I think Museum is probably going to be the best dualies map that we have here. Sturgeon is a very good all-around map, honestly. There's enough cover and terrain that you can pop around and shark and flank and do all the fun things. Still enough open ground that you can dually with the best of them. And then Flounder's Heights is a vertical hellscape from which there is no escape.
hey, I like the vertical hellscape. There's nothing wrong with being able to see the entire map from mid. But yeah, honestly, I hope we see some Sturgeon Shipyard. It's a nice map. I like it.
Nice one.
Except in
It's got-
Clam Blitz. I hate clams in Sturgeon.
Sturgeon Clams is a bit weird. It's a solid map. It's got a solid aesthetic, which is important. Lots of options, multiple good modes. Funny drawbridge. Fight Club. Everyone loves Fight Club.
Mm-hmm. One time I was sharking there as a Hydra in Fight Club. It was very fun. They were like, where are these chickens coming from? Little did they know.
Recently saw somebody do a brief clip of two teams with just all blasters just lining up outside of Fight Club to just do 1v1s with each other.
We have gotten our pick,
Oh?
and
What
we
is
will
the
be
pick?
going to Museum on Rainmaker.
Museum Rainmaker.
Ooh, fun. Museum's an interesting one because once you get past a certain place, it is really hard to try and get the knockout on because it's just so meat grindery.
Yeah. Mid is
there
very
are a
much
couple-
a no man's land, and then base is probably one of the most meat grindery segments in the game. You can just throw
Yeah.
bodies at it. I think it was when Last Resort was first experimenting with Tacticooler against Starburst. It was Museum that they were using as kind of their proof of concept, where they just never left Starburst's plat because they were just alive the whole time, and just the meat grinder just keeps on grinding.
I mean, it's a very valid. I mean, of course, now it is because Cacticooler is kind of amazing right now,
Yeah.
but it is a very valid way
Yeah.
of trying to get through that. So I wonder if we're going to get see any cooler weapons. It is very nice for Rainmaker.
Yeah, Cooler. Even before Tacticooler was the special of choice in the metagame, Cooler was pretty popular on Rainmaker for the bonus speed and reducing the penalty for losing the Rainmaker, so you can get away with more aggressive pushes. So it's a strong pick. I think that it's always worth considering.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We'll be getting all set up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Snive May combo is going to be interesting to watch. I know they both tend to
Absolutely.
play very hold-forward skirmishy weapons, and you could get away with two of those and cause a lot of problems if you're, especially Tetras, because Tetras are
Tetris Gaming.
Tetris gaming. They, unlike the Wiper, have a kill time.
I would not be surprised if we see Snive bring in the Wiper for this one, because it's very good at Rainmaker pops. But let's get started. We are seeing Pax bring in the old Splash-O-Matic, MRM sticking to the 52, and Snive brings the bucket. There's our cooler. And considerably no coolers on Team Pushing's side, so we'll see how it serves them as we get the rollout.
Team Pushing's comp does have a lot more control on it. Looks like we have a Crab from Pax. And a Splatling, of course. The 52 is very good at holding ground, and the Splatter Shot is good at whatever it wants to be.
Oh, that is a staggered wipe on Team Pushing's thing, and High Chat is taking advantage of that and gets the checkpoint there, but they're 2 down, so
3 down.
I think that Team Pushing is going to be able to recover.
We're losing the checkpoint in the first 30 seconds is rough to deal with and can be hard from a morale standpoint too, because you're going to be on the back foot for a while. May losing the duel over there by the ramp.
As the missiles come in, as Pax has a Crab and is going to set up soon, I'm sure. As, yep, there's a Crab on the spinner, just completely shutting down their Rainmaker push. Crab's still good in this meta, yup.
Snipe goes down to the Rainmaker.
Yeah, this is their chance to get going. As
Triple
Pax gets
kill
a
there.
double.
I think that was a triple there.
3 down.
Pax just cleaning up. Alright, and that's...
Absolutely. That's what a support player does.
So 1 down.
Oh, but she has to contest with May now, who I believe is running Thermal Ink on those Tetris dualies I just saw. Interesting choice.
We're back to 2 down on Team Pushing side. High Chat is starting to regroup. And as we're seeing, it's just kind of a knife fight in mid. There's not a lot of cover.
Nope.
And
Can
if
I
both
offer you
teams
a
are down
stinger as a
there,
cover? Alright.
Alright,
Yep,
2 down
desperately
on High
trying
Chat. See if Pushing
They
can make a
desperately
push
making something
happen.
happen, but as a 2v1, it's difficult. But Lowy seems to be stuck down there.
Good pick with the Rainmaker. Ooh, they go down.
Yeah. Yep, this is a very meat grindery stage. Still anybody's game, as we got 2 minutes left, and not a huge lead on...
The drinks come out. Not a huge lead, but Team Pushing still has to break check, which is... As we saw earlier, you can do it if you have a good opening, but I think that High Chat is being very careful to make sure that that opening does not present itself to Team Pushing.
Yeah, definitely on the defensive there. As Fish is guarding the Rainmaker there.
3 down on Team Pushing. This is a chance to get a checkpoint break if they can follow up quickly. Good wall.
As MRM is doing just that. Samurai catting the Rainmaker, but oh no, somebody snuck in. To nobody's surprise, the person that snuck in was May.
That never happens. May goes down to a
No.
kill whale. And let's see if they can get if anybody can move that Rainmaker.
Yeah, this has been a very stally match, which both teams are pretty evenly matched at that point. Yep, the cooler comes out. Maybe Snipe can make something happen. Goes down, but does it really matter with the cooler? Yep, Fish moving that Rainmaker.
I think that was just a choice to move forward and just get it away from their base there.
Yeah. Oh, that is 3 down. A bunch of times in which people are 3 down, but are we going to be able to make something out of this?
Alright. Got a checkpoint. It is a 1-point game. All they have to do is grab it and move forward. Ooh, but they go 3 down on the pop.
Oh, yeah.
And that's... Grabbing the Rainmaker there is potentially risky, because that could give the enemy team over time, but if they're able to stall it out and protect the Rainmaker, then that should be safe.
That seems to be the goal
Ooh.
here.
And they go
Yeah,
down in the
as
left
the Rainmaker
pit.
is in a real bad spot. But they don't have a choice. They gotta go for it. Wrath is
And
trying to make
that's-
something happen, but nope.
It was a solid attempt. The Rainmaker was in a very unoptimal spot, and they just couldn't quite get that last push going before High Chat was able to close in.
Yeah. But now we
1 point
are
game,
1-1. These have been some close sets. Honestly, all of the Slammin Cup sets have been really close sets. They've been really fun to watch.
Alright, let's see what the wheel has to offer next time. See if we can do it right and not offer them any good maps.
I
Exactly.
would like to add that loading has immediately picked table turf, so
These are once again good maps. See, this is what
Gonna
happens
have
when
to have a
Mino
talk
isn't
with
here.
Mino. We're gonna have
Mino
to have a
knows how
talk
to
with
rig
Mino.
the
These are
wheel.
good maps. As we have Manta, Sturgeon again, and Flounder again.
I'm always happy to see
The
Manta
ball is in
Maria,
Team Pushing's court.
and I'm always happy to see Sturgeon. Flounder is an interesting one. I think that it's kind of one of the more restrictive maps that you still see often in North American competitive play, in that it has a lot fewer options that you can bring to it and be successful, but the options that you can bring are very interesting.
I mean, it has inkable walls. That's why everybody loves it.
Yeah, it has inkable walls. It's probably the best map in the game for missiles, in my opinion. Largely
You're
because
right,
of the inkable
especially
walls.
zones. Those zones are so
Yeah.
tiny. Honestly, if I were team pushing, I might subject the May to Flounder Height zones, but that's just me.
It's an interesting consideration, but on the other hand, nothing that you can do can stop May from being May. So...
Okay, but I can mildly inconvenience him.
And Flounder Zones is one of those maps where you can just instant neutralize one of the zones with a single Reef Slider, so the value of Reef Slider does go up on that map.
That's very true. A bunch of the people I know who main Tetras, usually go for Letras on Flounder Zones for some reason, even though the Reef Slider is right there.
and we have received our choice. And
What do we
we will
got?
be going to Manta Maria on zones.
Manta Zones.
Oh,
You don't see that one very
well, throw
often.
everything out I said about Flounder Zones then.
Manta Zones is another split zone map, which is, I think, one of the reasons you don't see it too often. Got a couple of very
Definitely
strong
said.
defensible points for Splatling to stand in the form of Bunker and Plat.
Yeah, but once you get a Splatling cornered in Bunker, it's really hard for them to do anything about it. That's why I personally like to run more mobile weapons when I'm playing Manta.
Yeah, Manta
So,
Maria and
our two
Flounder
heavy
Heights.
Splatlings are going to have an interesting time here.
Manta Maria and Flounder Heights are the two maps that I learned Nautilus for, and then it turns out it's the best weapon in the game. But they're both places where, yeah, you want to be very mobile. You can get a lot done from having a good, safe, defensible spot, but also because there's multiple good, safe, defensible spots, it means that the offense can take one of them from you when you're not there, and pop up over walls and cause bad things to happen to you.
I know. How dare they sneak up on me when I can't see them?
And I believe Manta Zones is the mode where the mast in mid is not inkable, so you can't live up there with your Splatling and just recover ink on the mast, which is one of my favorite annoying things to do to the enemy team.
Yeah. Me, I just pretend Nautilus is a front line on that map. Wait, do we have any Nautilus players on either of these teams? Somebody
do
bring a
not believe
Nautilus. Do
so.
it for me.
I don't think I've seen any of them playing Nautilus.
Damn
We're
it.
just gonna get
Oh,
one.
I
well.
mean, I
Super
know Wrath
last
can
minute.
play pretty much anything, but Wrath is, I'm certain, going to bring the splatter shot.
To the surprise of nobody. If it's dual zones, I would not be surprised if we see some missiles come out.
Missiles are a good pick. We've been seeing Wiper Deco from Team High Chat the past 2 games, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Wiper Deco is actually a little underrated. It's just a solid, like third slot in your team. You don't want it to be your two main fighting part of your main fighting pair, but it can move in and do it in a pinch, and then you've got missiles, you've got beacons.
Mm-hmm.
The
A
capacity of
cooler might
beacons.
actually be pretty good here, too,
Yeah.
because it is a very long map. But Pax, once again, coming in with the sploosh. It's what she does on zones. As we do see a cooler on Team High Chat. What did I
Yeah,
say?
and we are seeing missiles. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
I like High Chat's comp right now. That's a very solid, flexible comp. I do worry they don't have a weapon that's can reliably just get behind the enemy team and just kill all 4 of them, but they're
Well, as
making
you
it
say
do.
that, they are 3 down on Team Pushing, so they seem to be
Yeah.
doing rather well for themselves, as Snive is keeping that zone painted. But, ooh, MRM doing some sneaking around here in Bunker. Hopefully is able to get that, gets the pick on Fish, and is able to get them to lose control.
Now
Oh,
they're
but
going to be
isn't
able to
quite
take zone.
gets the bucket kill.
Not quite. And that was a good neutralization of the zone. Ooh, good reslider right there. There was no way around
Absolutely.
that.
Able to get some paint down and corner Wrath. As Team High Chat's doing the right thing and pushing forward here. But, oh, it's 2
One
down
zone is
right now.
neutralized. They need to make this flip. Oh, I don't think they have it. Alright. 2 down and 3 down. This is, okay. Zone's remained neutral for a while, and that's huge. We need
Loading
to get
making an
Team High
interesting
Chat a
choice as
penalty
we get
here.
the Splatling trade here, as both of them are in mid. Vantage points, don't know her. Oh, here comes Pax with the stamp.
One goes
Ooh,
down
stamping
to the
through that
stamp.
choke point,
Ooh.
just forcing Ivy to come back.
Good patience
But,
from Fish
oh,
there.
yeah.
And that's going to be a wipeout. They'll
Yep,
retake zone. And now I think Team Pushing has one more chance to flip this. Before the
Yeah, they've
timer
been
ticks
able to get
down.
a bunch of picks on High Chat, but haven't been able to make anything of it.
I guess it is a split zone, so you can make that chance last a while.
Mm-hmm. As, ooh, MRM goes down to the Splatling. Oh, that is 3 down on High Chat.
They're almost there
3
to be able
down
to
on...
flip this. They get it?
Yeah.
Got it. That is a clutch flip. 66 penalty points for Team High Chat. And that's...
Yeah, as Pushing is in this game.
a very dominant early, going all the way down to 13 without getting flipped, so we'll see if they can repeat that.
Yep, gets the trade there on the Tetras. You never really want to see that, but hey, it is what it is. As get some beacons in. Alright.
Zone flips back.
Looks like High Chat's going to be able to retake that zone, yep. As the cooler's out and the aggro players are being extraordinarily aggro with their insurance policy of the cooler.
Good pick from the 52 gal right there. I did not think that fight was going to go that way.
Nope. Yep. Fish trying her best to chase down that stamp, but no. they're able to push forward anyway, as Emera made sure that loading was safe there on the snipe. But oh, loading drops down into the zone. All right, reorganizing here. Just playing on defense.
We got missiles ready from the wiper. Those will be coming out already, it looks like.
All of them are on choke
Wavebreakers.
points. So one wave breaker is going to be, oh, but the wave breaker goes down. That's 3 down on the side of High Chat. This is their chance to push forward now.
And pushing is just inching those penalty points away.
Absolutely.
So that's 2 down on pushing, 2 down on High Chat as well. They flip back. Not a huge flip there, because that's not a big change.
Oh, and that's a wipeout! Alright, this is pushing
Right.
chat.
This one.
Yep, as Wrath is taking advantage of that and going into court, but oh no, she already has people waiting for her there. Yep, 2 in court there. Challenging the zone.
Oh. I don't know who has current control.
Nobody
we'll find
does.
out when the game takes over. Oh, that was a clutch.
Yep, yep, here's overtime. You just have to hold that zone for over a minute. Easy, right? Yep, MRM trying to flank, ending up getting Ivy.
Neutral. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's.
They lost control though. As jumps are coming in, Fish is ensuring that the zones stay painting.
And that's gonna take over. Yeah.
Nope.
Stayed neutral for. I think you have 15 seconds of neutral. Oh, that was a very strong comeback. Not quite enough, unfortunately.
As High Chat takes the second game. Hey, why did I learn about the 15 seconds of overtime in neutral now and not when I should have, when I've been playing the games?
Overtime rules are a little esoteric, and it usually doesn't feel like it matters too much when you're playing. I wouldn't say they're necessarily complicated, but it's not something that comes up most of the time. So split zones has its own unique rule. Like, you know, the neutral situation comes up more often. And you only get the team that was most recently in control gets overtime if it's currently in neutral. It's like a number of these weird little edge cases that like sometimes don't come up, and so it's not something you will learn organically by playing. And
yeah, that makes sense.
About time to spin the wheel.
I think it is time for another wheel.
It is about time to spin the wheel. Yeah. All right.
These are Wahoo is bad. I'll take this.
Finally, we get our bad maps. We got Undertow, Wahoo, and Barnacle and Dime. I actually like Barnacle Zones. I don't like any other maps on Barnacle, but Zones is fine.
Barnacle Zones and Barnacle Clams, I'm fine with both of those. I don't really know the others very well. Rainmaker is, I think I'm fine with that too. It may just be tower control that I don't like.
Pick goes to team pushing, correct?
Yes, team pushing's counter pick.
Just wanted to double check.
Undertow's one of those
maps.
I don't know,
if they pick Barnacle Zones and they're able to get a push going, they can park packs right there with that crab.
Yeah, Barnacle Zones is a great crab map. You can just lock people out of their spawn. It's because there's so little distance from their spawn to mid, and you have a lot of very good defensible positions. Undertow has a lot of interesting maps. You usually only see Rainmaker competitively, I feel like. But it's got a very interesting layout, especially once you're able to push through mid, which is why Rainmaker is so interesting, because you have the whole map to play with.
Absolutely.
And Wahoo World, the Salmonids didn't want it for some reason. Shoutouts to Wahoo Pole, it's true.
So true. I love putting a sprinkler on there when I'm playing V Heavy. Oh.
We got a special
And I've run out of things
special
to
message
say.
from Hi Chat saying, "Hi Chat."
Right, chat. Team Hi Chat says hi, chat.
Say hi back, chat.
And we have gotten our pick. We will be going to
Uh-huh.
Wahoo World on zones.
Wahoo
Yes!
Zones.
Wahoo Pole real!
Today we are all the
I'm
Wahoo
actually-
Pole.
I actually like Wahoo World Zones. I'm a sicko, but it's fun.
It is
There is
probably
one place to stand as a backline, but it's still fun.
It is probably the closest thing Wahoo has to a good map. I don't know if I would say that it is itself a good map, but it approaches goodness. That's all we can ask for some days.
Excuse you, Wahoo Clams is perfect with no flaws whatsoever. But, ugh. Alright, chat, I'm tired. Let's see. I have a feeling that PAX might be bringing the Sploosh-O-Matic to this one.
I feel like this is one of Sploosh's stronger maps.
Mm-hmm. Would you want to go into mid when there is an active Ultra Stamp in there?
I mean, I usually don't want to go into mid at all.
You know what? That's fair. I just kind of live in mid when we have a numbers advantage.
And stamping down that carousel is a good way to just get people out of the carousel. Alright. Teams are being finalized.
As Ivy is going to be hopping this one out, as Jinx is coming in. No, some things in life are relatively predictable. I feel like Wrath is going to bring the V shot. Loading's going to bring the heavy. Fish is also bringing the heavy. Tetris Gaming from May.
We haven't seen a lot of trying new comps with team pushing, which is, I think with the exception of pack switching from Sploosh to Splash, it's been pretty much the same comp, which is a solid comp. No real issues with
If
it.
it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And I do think that a lot of people are too quick to blame the comp when they lose instead of trying to make their comp work, and I think that you can get a lot of mileage by just knowing what everything is like and not having to adjust to things on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, the stamp comes. Ooh, the stamp goes down.
As, yep, Splatling is holding that zone. But not for long. As a suction bomb gets. Yep, unfortunately, lead's gone. As Snipe is soloing, pushing right. Oh, finally, they have teammates coming in. I was about to say, what's a member of High Chat doing all the way over there? And then I realized it was May, and oh, it's normal, actually. Oh, but they're 2 down. We got another heavy Splatling battle here.
The heavy Splatling battle has been one of the interesting parts of this series, in that it's effectively the same weapon. I don't remember if any of them brought in the heavy deco at any point, but so you're
Floating brought in the heavy deco once during their match with Team Friend.
Yeah, so you're seeing a battle of aim and positioning and mechanics and being able to do your job on the back line, which is always fun to see. I love a good mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Team pushing, ticking down the timer. They're about to take lead. Lead goes over, and they immediately lose control. Just one tick too late from Team High Chat. But let's see if they can keep holding. Specials coming
Well,
out
that
on
wave
both
breaker is
sides.
certainly going to help.
Oh, that was a clutch pick there. The Trizuka goes down before it can get any value.
That is a staggered wipe, yeah. They're gonna keep holding on to that zone.
And we're about to see a lead change again, I think. There we go. Tax comes in with a hammer, looks like goes down.
It's hard when you're going up against a Splatling as a hammer.
Yeah, High Chat pushes up, and this is going to be hard to take back in time. I think they've got time to get in there if they're really quick. And as I speak, they're on the corner there. Oh, that's... I think that Splatling just stopped the
Entire
last
push
minute
there.
stop from happening. So, solid play.
Yeah.
High Chat was
You
able
never
to
want
just
to beat...
lock down that
Yeah.
zone.
Yeah, you never want to be too clumped up in front of a Splatling, or else
Yeah,
they will get the double and or triple on you.
and that's one of the things with Wahoo in particular is you've got two ways to get into zone, and if they have a Splatling, they're watching one of them. And both approaches are far apart enough that you can't really help your teammates from either of them, so you just gotta push your way in and hope for the best. It's hard to coordinate, especially with the timers ticking down like that.
But I
Alright.
believe it is time for the wheel, once again in Team Pushing's court.
We got Wahoo World, Brine Water Springs, and Sturgeon Shipyard.
Alright, and this is the counter pick for set point from High Chat. So pushing... All of the marbles are theoretically on the line here. With possibly a delay of marbles. If pushing is able to secure a win. 1-3, you know, as we've seen in multiple sets here, you can absolutely come back and win from 1-3 or 0-3. But it does mean they have to go through 3 straight counter picks from Team High Chat. So Team Pushing does have their work cut out for them, but these have been very close games. And I think we could easily be seeing a lot more games in this one. But stakes are high. And Wahoo World's once again in rotation.
As is Sturgeon, we've been seeing a lot of Sturgeon not getting picked this match.
Which, if I were Sturgeon, I would be a little upset that I've not been picked yet. You know?
I know. It's like Sturgeon is like the last one standing in gym class.
Always the bridesmaid.
But we haven't seen any clams yet. I'd like to see some clams, but that's just me, the clams enthusiast.
Yeah, clams. Clams is always an interesting one. It tends to be one of the less popular modes, as people are, especially at lower levels of play, just because it's harder to learn. The coordination is weird, and much like in Turf War, you know, a single brush can get into your base and win the game.
Real.
But there is a lot of potential with really good team play in clams, and it is, I think, my favorite for like when everything comes together. Clams is just the cleanest mode, and those pushes are so much more satisfying than any other mode can really pull off. And it's also a good mode for counterpicking if you think the other team can't play it well or doesn't want to play it well. So it's an interesting one for that.
Picks, we have received our pick from Team Pushing, and we will be going to Brine Tower.
Brinewater Tower.
Brine Tower. Interesting.
Not a common pick, I don't think. It has a potential to be somewhat snowbally.
Yeah, meat grindery even. As
But-
it is literally an uphill battle once you get
Yeah.
past the checkpoint.
But
But-
it is an interesting map. It's one of E-Leader's strongest maps, though I don't think we have any E-Leader players.
We got some heavies who are probably pretty
Yeah.
happy with this pick. You can see all of mid.
Yeah, Heavy is a good pick. Also a good pick for Hydra, because that extra range, you can reach almost all the way to the other team's ramp from your own.
Oh, absolutely. If there's brine water clams in the rotation, I'm bringing Hydra. I don't care if I was supposed to be playing ballpoint that night. I'm playing Hydra.
Any hopes for the ballpoint Nouveau?
I don't know. Like, V-Ballpoint has a really good kit, but a
Yeah.
pretty aggressive one. I kind of would like a more supportive one, but that's just my playstyle as a backliner.
So I've felt from the start of the game that Nautilus needs Ballpoint's kit and Ballpoint needs Nautilus's kit. And I honestly do think that either Point Sensor Rain or Toxic Mist Rain for Ballpoint's alt kit would be a solid pick. Rain is extremely undervalued as a special. It is free, your team wins this fight button in the area that it's in. And Toxic Mist for Ballpoint, it's not a sub-heavy weapon, so it doesn't need it. You can slow them down, which can make the long-range mode more effective. And you can slow them down in the rain. So I think that works pretty well to give it a kit that may not be as, one of the top 2 weapons in the game, but there's a reason to play it. And for people that want to play a more supportive Ballpoint, it gives them something to play as well.
Yeah, I could see that very easily, having like a nice little Rainmaker niche.
Yeah. Rainmaker, zones. It's great to have just rain across the zone. Or at the clam basket. Or if you're just like not feeling Inkjet that day, or if they nerf Inkjet more.
Yeah. Sometimes I just cannot aim my inkjet shots that day.
Yeah. So, that's my hope. I think that giving it something like that would be a good one. Anyway, let's see what we got here.
Right, we have a set to commentate. As we have the usual coming out. Oh, we see some vanilla splat dualies on Team High Chat's side. That's going to be interesting.
Alright, so we will have a crab versus crab battle here. No major surprises from Team Pushing.
Yep.
Looks like Team
As
Pushing is
two
going
down,
two
Fitch is getting on that tower.
And losing that initial
As-
engagement is always rough. Knive.
Knive ends up going down here, which means that loading is trying to clear this corridor. But, oof, Team High Chat is already on top of things here, as May caused problems on purpose.
Which
Just
is
getting in position for High Chat. Never seen that happen before.
May goes a little too far forward and goes down for it there.
As Pax is trying to get a crab on tower, but
Pushing goes
May
3
says
down.
otherwise.
They're only able to get through 1 box on the checkpoint there.
Getting some paint here with the reef slider, but goes down for it. As Team Pushing is getting their court back, takes the crab down. As Team High Chat is 2 down, 3 down. Finally, Team Pushing is getting a footing in here. But
Wrath
unfortunately
goes
has a
down.
May to contest with.
Pax retreats behind the sponge. And
Oh, loading drops down.
I wonder if that was an intentional drop, but they are sticking with it.
Yep, I see with the well-placed beacon there. Ooh, I love beacons there specifically. As, let's see. Wrath guarding that choke point there. Oh, and is able to get Zuka's shot up. Not able to get a pick there, but able to scare people off. Is
Missiles
the
come
missiles
out.
are coming out
Yeah.
on loading and loading only. Which, when you're 3 down, yeah, I would pull the back line too. Yep. Once again, setting up a beacon. No, not setting up a beacon. Oh,
There we
that's
go.
2 people on tower for Team High Chat.
That's one of my favorite beacon spots. That one's gonna be hard to deal with on this push, I think.
Oh, that's the Reef Slider double.
2 with the Reef Slider.
Oh,
May is holding them in
unfortunate.
spawn. And that
Yep,
is
May
6
goes down,
ticks,
though.
2 ticks. Oh,
1 tick. Oh,
the
are they able to
last-minute
get the
stop.
tower? No. They got the tower
That is
back.
not enough.
Is that going to be game?
Ooh,
Oh.
and that is game, set, and match. Team High Chat
Team High
takes the
Chat
series.
4. Team
With
Pushing did get a game off of them.
very strong performance, especially in that last game from Team High Chat. And Team Pushing was able to give them a pretty strong run for their money, but we're not quite able to push past Team High Chat's defenses.
Absolutely. And Team High Chat was consistently running aggro comps that, like, they were consistently throwing themselves at Team Pushing. And at some point, Pushing's defenses kind of fell through there.
And one of the most important things in this game is being able to set the tempo, and Team High Chat was doing a great job of just making sure the game was being played at their speed. Even when they were down, it always felt like they were the ones that were dictating when the fights happened, where they happened. And it shows off in that a 4-1 record here in week 2 of the Slammin Cup.
Absolutely. Oh, I just got word that someone on Team High Chat wants to do a very, very short interview. I'm curious to know their thoughts, so I'm going to let them in.
Can't imagine what they have to say.
I wonder. Yeah. But I believe that would be all of the matches for this week.
Nope.
Gotten done pretty early. No?
Nope. Our team's on Saturday.
No?
Our team will always be on
Oh,
Saturday.
right. Your team's on Saturday. Time is a myth. Oh, and here is our guest. Well, what did you wanted to say? A very short interview. So I wanted to know your thoughts on how the match went. You have anything to say?
Well, I have a lot to say. Hi, I'm Ivy. I have a lot to say. I have a lot of I'm filled with a lot of feelings, filled with a lot of thoughts, I'm filled with a lot of big emotions. I'm filled with an ice cream sandwich that has salted caramel in it. My hands are shaking a little bit, but I think in the end, the most important thing that I can say about that match is hi chat.
Yeah.
And they're gone.
Couldn't have put it better myself. And you'll only hear that sort of commentary here in the Slammin Cup.
Absolutely. What a way with words. I'm in awe. And with multiplayer maps and modes being updated, I need to go get some dinner, y'all. I'll see you Saturday when we have our last match of this week.
All right.